Yeah, just seeing it because Chubbs came first, so Chubbs was already.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He was. He got the island flow in him too and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, no doubt.
It was Chubbs, and then seeing UTFO, and then a bunch of other people too. But those were the real ones, like really making it and making noise at that point. And then, like I said, Ed was coming through. He said, "Y'all coming out with a day." He finally got it. And then Ramp was letting me hear some of his demos because me and Ramp was real cool too. So he used to play me a lot of his stuff. And then I was just like, "Yo, I need to get into this, man. I need to get in it."
Crazy.
Did you growing up in rhyming? Yeah, go ahead. You good?
My bad. Now I wanted to ask you real quick. I heard. I don't know how true this is, but I heard that you the one who put Lord of Mercy on with Busta and them. Is that true?
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact because Lord Have Mercy was running with us. Lord Have Mercy was running with us, and we was gonna do the whole Hit Squad thing, like EPMD walked in, K Solo and Redman. Me and UG was gonna be the 2-man group. We got signed to Loud, and then once we got our foot established and set in stone, we was gonna walk him in as our other member. You know what I'm saying? We had a clique called Realm 3, and he was a part of that third realm. UG had the Mystics, I had the Hypnotics, and Lord Have Mercy had the Robotics because he had that big, strong robot sounding voice. But things was taking a little bit too long. One day I was going to check Ramp. Bus just happened to be checking Ramp at that same time. He was like, "Yo, I heard you got this kid named Lord Have Mercy. I heard he ill or whatever." So he was like, "Yo, I'm in a better position than you right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing movies and this and this and that. I'm on some superstar status shit right now." And I was like, "You know what? Let me call my man real quick and say no more." And I made the introduction. I told him, "Yo, bring your demo, bring your pictures, get a lawyer, make sure the contract is straight, and do you."
Wow. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Did you, Lord of Mercy, he slept on heavily, man. I fucks with Lord of Mercy.
No
I want to ask you something. Nah, not to cut you off, but I want to ask you, because you saying that you knew Busta in elementary. What the fuck was he like in elementary? Was he on some fucking Dungeon Dragon, jumping on tables, wilding that shit, or was he on some? Was he always like that, or was he just like?
To be honest, though, he was always hyper and energetic from the kid. He was always talking back to the teachers. He was always loud and rambunctious. He always wanted to be seen. He's the same person, honestly. It's funny you say that. He's the same person, but just with a lot more bread and a lot more stardom. But he always wanted that attention, though. He always wanted that attention.
No doubt.
Well, I always, talk a little bit about I mean, you talked about your influences rhyming. Talk about the outside influences, because what I always loved about Cellar Dwellers, you guys came with that real dark, mystical, interdimensional, like science fiction approach. You know what I'm saying? Like where it was like, you guys had like the Tall Man Phantasm from the horror movies, but then you also talked about portals and shit. And it was really rooted in science fiction and like Dungeons and without question. Yeah. But what were your influences coming up writing those type of rhymes? You know what I'm saying? Because I always wanted to ask you that because I always loved that about you guys, the uniqueness of it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, that was UG. That was UG. He brought that to the table because the whole thing about it is we two kids from Flatbush, Brooklyn. So of course we know about the guns and the drugs and the hustling and all of that. We see that, we live that all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? But when I first heard him rhyme, he brought a different perspective to things. He had a different flow, and he was talking about different stuff. He was talking about that magical stuff. And I was like, yo, this is kind of different. It's kind of ill. Like, I knew about it, but I would never really think to rhyme about it. And he was just saying stuff to me, and I was just like, yo, this is where you need to be at. You need to stay on this lane. And then when we clicked up together and we started forming a unit, that's why we named the album Realms in Reality, because one side, the reality of it is we two kids from Flatbush, Brooklyn, so we going to give y'all what everybody else is doing, the guns, the partying, the bitches, the hoes, and all that. We could do that, too. We going to show y'all we could get busy with that, too. But on the other side of that, the realm side, we going to take you to a whole nother playing field. Dungeons and Dragons, unicorns, you know what I'm saying? All that wizardry and sorcery. So that's what we brought to the table. and wasn't nobody else doing it at that time.
Nope.
Nah.